सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। आत्मा रामानन्दरमणा आत्मा रामानन्दरमणा अच्युत केशव हरिनारायण अच्युत केशव हरिनारायण भवभयहरणा वन्दितचरणा भवभयहरणा वन्दितचरणा रघुकुलभूषण राजीवलोचन रघुकुलभूषण राजीवलोचन आदिनारायण अनन्तशयना आदिनारायण अनन्तशयना सच्चिदानन्दा सत्यनारायण सच्चिदानन्दा सत्यनारायण भवभयहरणा वन्दितचरणा रघुकुलभूषण राजीवलोचन आत्मा रामानन्दरमणा आनन्दरमणा सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः. So in the last class we had seen Vyasa Rishi, who is none other than Amshavatar of the Supreme Lord. So one day he was seated on the banks of Saraswati river near his ashram, little sad, little unfulfilled. What was the reason for unfulfillment? So this Rishi thought, I have done everything for the welfare of the humanity, for the future generation who are going to be born in Kali Yuga. I have compiled all the Vedas and divided it into 4 categories. And I have given the responsibility to different rishis so that they can master these 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. And they are doing a good job. They are teaching these Vedas to their Shishyas. Thus propagation is happening. But there are so many categories in the society, they are not eligible to study the Vedas. So therefore, what did I do? The essence of the Vedas, that is taken up, and then I have composed Mahabharatam, where all the teachings, especially Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, in detail, I have expounded these Chaturvida Purusharthas so that everybody in the society can be benefited. And I have done all this following the strict laws, with a thorough study of the scriptures, seeking the grace and blessings of the teachers, performing my duties, living a disciplined life, with a clean intention of serving the humanity without any selfish motive, as a worship of the Lord. In spite of all this, why is that I am not fulfilled? What is the mistake I have done? So it is at this time Narada Rishi comes into the ashram. Vyasa Rishi immediately gets up, bows down to him, gives him a seat, worships him. So Narada Rishi asks, "Oh Rishi, what happened? Why are you looking sad? Everything is fine. Physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually. Is there something which is bothering you?" So then Vyasa Rishi said all this. And then Vyasa Rishi requested Narada Rishi to find the reason. "Oh Rishi, because of your worship of the Lord, you have attained all abilities. You are able to enter into the hearts of everyone, enter into any worlds, enter into the hearts of anyone. You are able to read the thoughts of anyone. So please find out what is the mistake I have done." So with the permission of Vyasa Rishi, Narada Rishi enters into the subconscious mind of Vyasa Rishi. See, these are all the abilities present. And then Narada Rishi says, what does he say? Bhavatanuditav prayam yasho bhagavato malam yenaivaso natushyeta manyetad darshanam khilam. O Vyasa Rishi, I think you have not sufficiently glorified the Lord. You have spent a lot of time describing the laws of the creation, rules of the creation, but the master of creation you have never glorified enough. I don't say that you have not glorified, but you have not glorified enough. As much as importance you have given to dharma, artha, kama, moksha, lot of analysis, explanations are given, but as far as glory of the Lord is concerned, there is nothing much done. Any composition, it may be perfect by all means, grammatically, the rasa, bhava, etc. But if that composition doesn't glorify the Lord, then that composition is equal to the dirty mud puddle of water where only crows will take bath. Whereas the Mahatmas are like Hamsapakshi, royal swans. They will seek only Manasa Sarovara. Now see, that doesn't mean that whatever Vyasa Rishi is done is mud puddle of water. That is not the point. See, Vyasa Rishi did describe the glory of God. It is not that it is not there. Bhagavad Gita comes in Mahabharata only. So in Bhagavad Gita there are enough verses where Bhagavan is glorified. The complaint of Narada Rishi is, you have not glorified enough. That's all. Too much of importance is not given there. And that is true. In Bhagavad Gita you find too much of importance is given to samatvam. Importance is given to karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu. Perform action in a detached spirit. Samatvam is the greatest. All these things, there is no direct, connection with devotion. Of course, all those things are said. Too much is told about detachment, asanga. All these things are too much glorified. That is the complaint of marriage. Bhagavan is the most important. See, even that asanga, etc. comes only with devotion only. Without devotion, no asanga can be practiced. No samatvam can be practiced. Without devotion, ma phaleshu kadachana also cannot be practiced. Perform action without expecting result. Actually speaking, without devotion, it is impossible. So therefore, that which has to be given the highest importance. Oh Vyasa Rishi, you have not given importance. Those compositions, it may be prati shlokam abadhavati api. Every verse, every word, there may be a mistake, but if there is a composition where glory of Bhagavan is mentioned, which purifies the hearts of people, wise people, they listen to it, chant it, talk about it. So therefore, this is what you have to do. Now we have Narada Rishi saying why bhakti is very, very important. So yesterday we were seeing that verse. Verse number 12. Naishkarmyamapyachyuta bhavavarjitam na shobhate jnanamalam niranjanam kutaf punashashvadabhadramishvare na charpitam karma yadapyakaranam. O Vyasa Rishi, even karma and jnana doesn't shine without bhakti. It is only bhakti which makes jnana truly fruitful. It is only bhakti which makes karma truly fruitful. So yesterday we were discussing how jnana without bhakti is na shobhate, not very auspicious, will not give results. Many times we find this among seekers. They say, I don't like bhakti, I want jnana. What do you mean jnana? Remaining a witness. So what kind of jnana? Naishkarmyam, niranjanam jnanam, na alam shobhate. Even the so-called witnessing, being aware, where there is no love, there is just, very dry intellectualism. They are all the places where seekers get stuck. So there is a state called kashaya avastha. So the first obstacle is layam, sleep. The second obstacle is vikshepa, wandering mind. Now there is even higher obstacle which is called as kashaya. What is that kashaya? This person is not sleeping, meditator is not sleeping. Is the mind wandering? Mind is not wandering also. But there is no joy. There is a dry peace. So when such a state is experienced, that state is called kashaya avastha. Dry peace. Is mind peaceful? Yes, mind is peaceful. Is it wandering? No, it is not wandering. Is it sleeping? No, it is not sleeping also. But is there a joy? No. There is no disturbance, but there is no cheerful peace also. Peace also has got so many flavors. There's a dry peace. Very dull peace. This is called as kashaya. This is because heart is not involved. Only head is involved. The heart is not filled with noble emotion of devotion, love, surrender, humility, kindness. So what is said is absolutely true. Na shobhate. So this is with respect to jnanam. What about karma? Kutaha punaha shashvat abhadram ishvare na cha arpitam karma. Ishvare na arpitam karma akaranam api shashvat abhadram. Those actions which are performed selflessly, yes, without expecting any results, yes, akaranam api. There is a selfless service done. Actions are performed without seeking results, yes. Ishvare na arpitam abhadram. If those actions are not offered as a worship of the Lord, if those actions are done maybe with egoism, definitely it is there, then it is shashvat, always abhadram only, always inauspicious. Because there is a sense of doership. Ego is still there. Surrender of the ego is the most important thing in Karma Yoga. Bhagavan, I am only an instrument, you are the doer. So there is no bhakti for the Lord, there is no surrender, there is no humility, there is no gratitude. This also is a major obstacle in the path of spirituality. So both, whether you are practicing jnana or whether you are practicing karma yoga, without bhakti, you will not get any result. You will be stuck. So therefore, Vyasa Rishi, bhakti is very important. Next verse number 13. Atho mahabhaga bhavanamoghdruk शुचिश्रवा सत्यरतो धृतव्रतः उरुक्रमस्याखिलबन्धमुक्तये समाधिनानुस्मरतद्विचेष्टितम्. O Vyasa, you are the most capable person to compose something which can bring bhakti. Atho Mahabhaga, high-souled one. Bhavan Amoghadruk, you are a person with unerring insight. Suchishravaha, famed for your holiness. Satyarataha, devoted to truth. Dhrutavrataha, firm in your vows. Therefore, what you have to do? Akhila bandha muktaye, for the salvation of mankind. Urukramasya vicheshtitam anusmara. All the leelas of the Lord, bring out. All his leelas are such that it will produce devotion. So bring out, compose. But then Vyasa Rishi was not there when Bhagavan was doing leela. Maybe one or two places he was there. Most of the places he was not there. For example, Bhagavan is doing Bala Leela. Maybe with Yashoda, etc. Vyasa Rishi is not there. So how can Vyasa Rishi compose things which he has not seen? You see the term used here. Samadhina anusmara. Get into samadhi. You see? How did Vyasa Rishi compose something which he has not seen, where he has not been? That question is answered here. Samadhina. Enter into samadhi. Enter into samadhi means what? Merge your individual mind with the cosmic mind. Because whatever is happening in this world, it is registered. Sometimes the term used called is Akashic records. Just like everything is there in the cloud, nowadays. Everything is stored in the cloud, Swamiji. Which cloud? Cloud storage. So in the same way, everything done by every jiva is stored. Where it is stored? In the cosmic mind. Nothing gets effaced. From the infinite past, whatever has happened, everything is stored. In fact, it is because of that knowledge that Bhagavan is able to give karma phala. So that means everything is stored. Isn't it? Vyasa Rishi access that. Access the universal library. Everything is there. And you can do it because avatar you are. Amoghadruk. You see these abilities. Something which has happened many years ago, maybe yugas ago, you are able to access it. Not with your individual mind, no. You will have to access the cosmic mind. What is the technical term for this cosmic mind? Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha. Cosmic womb. Samadhina anusmara. Go there, access what all Bhagavan has done, and then bring it out. This is the way the entire Bhagavad Gita also, Vyasa Rishi had that freedom. This way, O Rishi, bring out. Otherwise, what will happen? Next verse. ततोऽन्यथा किञ्चन यद्विवक्षतः पृथग्दृशस्तत्कृतरूपनामभिः न कुत्रचित् क्वापि च दुःस्थिता मतिः लभेत वाताहतनौरिवास्पदम्. Anyatha, otherwise, if you don't bring out this composition where Bhagavan is glorified, otherwise what will happen? People will suffer. How are they going to suffer? Prithak drishah tatkruta rupanamabhihi. With our sense organs, when we live in this world, perceive this world, what do we see? Names and forms. And what is our understanding? Prithak drishah, vision of plurality. Everything is different in this world. Different. Each one is independent. We don't see any one thing which is supporting everything. So, we may come to this conclusion that each and every entity is independent. They have their own powers. And so, where is the mind now? Completely distracted. Thousands of thoughts in the mind. Because there is no one thing which is controlling everything. So this is the tragedy of an atheist. What will happen if you don't believe in God? This is what will happen. Everything appears important. There is no one thing which is the most important. Na kutrachit kvapi cha dusthita matihi. Mind will never be able to attain peace anywhere. What is the nature of this world? Everything is uncertain. And everything is perishable. What will you hold on? Worry, tension, anxiety, stress. At that time, where will you take refuge? Anything which you are holding on will slip. Anything which you are chasing, there is no guarantee you will get. In such an uncertain, perishable world, when we have to live in this world, if suppose you don't believe in God also, what will be the state of the mind? Most miserable. All this disease that we are suffering from, stress, worry, tension, see what is written? Dusthita mati. An intellect which is distracted, disturbed, miserable, sad. What is that condition of that mind? Vata hata nauhu eva. Nauhu, like a boat, anchorless boat tossed by the wind. When the wind blows this side, the boat goes this side. And the wind, because wind will go anywhere, the boat also goes anywhere. Such a person will be a very moody person. Good things are happening, he is happy. Bad things are happening, he is miserable. His key of happiness is in everybody's pocket. Miserable. Vyasa Rishi, this is what is going to happen if you don't compose this. On the other side, suppose you compose a scripture where there is one God who is controlling everything. Just surrender unto Him, take refuge in Him, and that's it. He knows everything. He will protect you. Then what will happen? You will get peace. You see the importance? If suppose this concept of God is taken away, what will happen? So Vyasa Rishi, this is very important. Because it is directly associated with the peace of mind of a person. Otherwise, the mind will be tossed up and down in the uncertainties of life. Right. So this is reason number 2. What is the reason number 1? Without bhakti, jnana and karma are ineffective. Reason number 2, if There has to be peace, there has to be that one entity, so that they can develop a vision of oneness. Otherwise, now what is the condition? Vision of plurality, and that will give only misery. I am different, you are different, he is different, she is different, everything is different. Then there is comparison, there is jealousy, there is competition, hatred, revenge. This is what Dusthitamati is. But if there is a one thing, yes, you can hold on to that thing, mind becomes peaceful. So the second reason for the peace of mind, this composition is essential. Verse number 16, the third one. Vichakshanoshyarhati veditum vibho anantaparasya nivrittitas sukham pravrittamanasya gunairanatmanah tato bhavan darshaya cheshtitam vibho. O Rishi, there are only very few people who can meditate upon that highest and attain liberation. Very few people. Kaschid. Vichakshanaha, they are men of discrimination. They have that Viveka Shakti, ability to see what is real, what is unreal. Nivruttitaha. And therefore, they are dispassionate towards the unreal. They are devoted to the real. They can fix their mind upon the real and then realize the truth. And thus, Vibhoho Anantaparasya Sukham Veditum Arhati. Thus, they are able to abide in that truth and thus experience that infinite bliss of the self. How many such people are there? Very, very few. Most of the people in this world, what is their condition? Pravartamanasya gunaihi anatmanah. As far as they are concerned, where is their mind? Their mind is in the gunas of the Prakriti. Gunaihi pravartamanasya. What do you mean gunas of the Prakriti? These are all technical terms. Gunas of the Prakriti means their mind is completely in the world. Things, beings and situations. All the time mind is thinking about things, beings, situations. Full of likes and dislikes. Full of kama krodha. This is called as gunaihi pravartamanasya. Mind is in the gunas of the Prakriti. Mind is in sattva, rajas, tamas. Very less sattva, most of them tamas and rajas. Mind is in the elementals. And where is not the mind? Anatmanaha. Mind is not at all in Atma. So for them, such people are called Anatma. Anatma means what? Those who don't have Atma. No, it is not that they don't have Atma. Their attention is not upon Atma. Therefore, it is equivalent to saying they don't have Atma. Because what is the law? What you pay attention, that you get. If you don't pay attention, it is equivalent to saying it is not there for you. Bhagavan himself is residing as the Atma in them, but since they don't pay attention, nothing wrong in saying they are Anatma. So most of the people belong to this category only. Their entire attention is upon the world, what is happening in the world. The world is very, very important. Atma is not at all important. Such a person is called Anatma. There is nothing called Atma, there is only thing called Anatma. I am insignificant, the world is the most important thing. Therefore, our entire attention should be upon the world because world is a source of happiness. So therefore their mind is completely absorbed in the happenings of the world, ups and downs of the world. Therefore Bhagavan, O Rishi, if we have to catch them, where should be our focus? You see that psychology. Most of the people, they have their mind in the world. So therefore, if I have to catch their mind, where should I go? In the world. Therefore, tataha Bhavan vibhoho cheshtitam darshaya. Therefore, it is for this purpose that Bhagavan has taken an avatar. Saguna Sakara Rupa avatar. What is the purpose of taking avatar? So that Bhagavan can become an object of their perception. Why? Because that is where their attention is. That self appears as non-self Bhagavan because our attention is in the non-self. So therefore Bhagavan has to take a physical form. And when he takes a physical form, my attention is in the world. Naturally my attention will go to this physical Lord with a physical form. So it is a bait actually. It's a bait. What do you do? How do you catch fish? See, fish is in the water. If the bait is hanging above water, will you get the fish? No. So the bait is something which should be in the water because the fish is in the water. Now merely some bait will not do. Something which the fish is interested. Tempted. Tempting the fish is also very important. Some plastic thing, if you hang, it's of no use. Something which the fish can feel, taste, possess, chase and catch. You see, such a bait is necessary. And then when that fish catches it, what do? Pull out the bait. If you pull out the bait, the fish also has to helplessly come out. You see, the fish will never leave the bait, even when you are pulling out. Because the fish doesn't know what is happening. Isn't it? And thus you take out the fish. In the case of fish, the fish dies. In the case of Jivatma, Jiva Bhava dies. And Brahma Bhava appears. Are you able to understand why this avatara? This is the reason why that infinite Lord, who is beyond all sense perceptions, come with a form. So that form will do such leelas, and all these extroverted, indulgent people will get attracted to his leelas. See, this is the nature of the mind. It is attracted towards goodness. Because essential nature of mind is goodness. So when a person is extremely good, then the mind cannot ignore that person. Mind starts revering that person, loving that person. Because essential nature of the mind is goodness. This is called as bait, you see. So Bhagavan, you do such leelas that everybody's mind gets attracted. And then a time must come when they are miserable, when they are not remembering you. Then we draw that form. Then there is misery. At that time, naturally, to come out of that misery, they will take recourse to this knowledge. That God is not outside, it is right here. Create mumukshutvam and then divert the attention. That's it. This is the whole purpose of Avatara Leelas. So here, the point is, oh Rishe, this bhakti is so easy to practice. Bhakti towards a saguna sakara form. Unlike meditating upon consciousness, which is difficult, meditating upon a form is very easy. Meditating upon the leelas of the Lord is very easy. So therefore, bhakti is very easy. This is the third reason. O Rishi, therefore compose. Bring all the leelas of the Lord and put, so that people will automatically get gravitated towards Bhagavan. And this is very easy. Because their mind is already in the world and Bhagavan has become an object in the world. It becomes very easy. This is the third reason. What is the first reason? Jnana and karma. What is the second reason? Peace, yes. And the third reason is this. Bhakti is very easy. Fourth reason. Tyaktva swadharmam charanambujam harehe bhajanna pakkotha patet tato yadi yatra kva va bhadramabhuta mushyakim ko vartha apto bhajatam swadharmatah. O Rishi, is there anyone who tyaktva swadharmam, he has given up his swadharma, charanambujam harehe bhajan. So here is a person who has given importance to worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord, developing devotion for the Lord, and in the process, he has not done his swadharma properly. What would happen to him? He was so much importance he gave to bhakti that his duties, he did not do it properly. What will happen to that person? And let us say he died. Apakvaha. Here Narada Rishi says, Patet tatah yadi yatrakva abhadram abhut amushyakim. Can there be any inauspiciousness for him? Meaning, no. A person gives importance to bhakti and in the process he has not done his swadharma properly. Even then there is nothing for him to lose. These are all certain concepts which has to be very clear. Controversial concepts these are. On the other hand, kova artha aptah abhajatam swadharmatah. Another person is there who is doing his duty properly, but there is no devotion. What is he going to get? You see, first let us discuss the other part. A person who is doing his swadharma, duties very well, but there is no bhakti. What is the defect in that philosophy? Many people say this also. I am a karma yogi. I don't do bhakti and all. I do my duty. What is the problem? The problem is he will definitely do his action with ego, with a sense of doership, desiring the results. And therefore, this karma will bring karma phala in the form of punya papa. That is guaranteed. There is a sense of doership. And therefore, there has to be a sense of enjoyership also. Meaning, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam is, it stays. Because everything is done with ego. No doubt he is doing his duty properly and all that. Everything is fine. But it is done with ego. It is done with a sense of doership. It is done for results. He will be bound. This is the problem. So that's what is it. Ko va artha aptaha. What is he going to get? Except bondage. On the other hand, this person, for him, Bhagavan is the first. And in the process, maybe he has not done his swadharma properly. Because he is giving so much of importance to bhakti that sometimes swadharma slips. According to Bhagavatam, he is on the right track. See, when we are saying this, please understand one thing. Mind is so absorbed in bhakti that unconsciously Swadharma is dropped. This way we have to understand. He is not a lazy person. You understand? There are so many such stories which, validates this statement. There's a very famous story of Tukaram Maharaj. So Tukaram Maharaj, he always used to, compose abhangs. We have seen Saturday. Composing abhang. He had his wife, he had children also. And the wife was always complaining, what man, you are not doing anything. How will we feed the children if you don't work? But he would not bother. So finally, wife contacted some person and all that. So one landlord said, okay, he need not do anything. He has to just sit on that field, ensure that no cows come to graze it. He can sit there, do whatever he wants, sing or whatever. So that he is also happy and I will also give some money for him, some food, etc. Thus finally, Tukaram Maharaj was given this responsibility. What is his responsibility? Take care of the fields, crops. And then he started singing bhajans, abhangs. And everywhere he was seeing Bhagavan. Clouds, Bhagavan. Birds. Now birds are coming and eating. Bhagavan, you yourself you have come. And then cows also started coming. In cow also he saw Bhagavan only. Finally it was a total mess. In front of him cows were grazing, birds were having. And he is singing. He is enjoying. The crop keeper, he is in front of the crops, in front of his eyes everything is destroyed. But he is in bliss. Because he is seeing only Bhagavan everywhere. And somebody just passerby, he saw that he is sitting there and everything is happening. He went and informed the landlord. Landlord came and this is what he saw. So naturally the issue went to the Panchayat Mukhiya. In those times, village serpent, the head. All matters are taken there. That's the court. So all people gathered. How to punish this man? He doesn't have any money also. So finally, this was decided. Whatever loss is incurred because of his carelessness, he has to pay that amount, even by selling his house. That's the only thing which he had. Fine. He signed Anguta Chap. And then what happened? That particular season, the crop was so much, 10 times the normal crop. This landlord was stunned. Normally he has a, estimate. This much crop, this much sacks of grain I must get. Wonder of wonders, that particular season, after the yield, they found that it is 10 times more. He just went prostrated to Tukaram Maharaj and said, please forgive whatever I have done. In fact, I want only what generally I have, the rest everything is yours. And then Tukaram Maharaj takes everything and distributes among the poor. That is the story. You see? So this is true. Even to perform our Swadharma, that ability comes from whom? It is from the Lord. Isn't it? Performing Swadharma is not a great thing. All the abilities are belonging to God only. But doing Swadharma with this understanding that Bhagavan, my talents, abilities, everything belong to you. The life belongs to you. The resources belong to you. Everything belongs to you. May this Swadharma be a worship unto you. This is the right attitude. Bhagavan is happy with them. Because everything belongs to Him only. Our job is only to be humble and to be grateful to Him. To be thankful. With this understanding that everything is happening by your grace. There is another story also of a barber. I don't remember his name. It starts with Sena or something. So this barber one day became so immersed in devotion. He was the barber of the king. So one day morning, during his puja time, prayer time, he became so immersed in devotion that he forgot the, time sense is gone. So that was the time when he was supposed to attend to the king and do cutting, shaving, etc. So then, after the whole that devotional mood was over, when he came down and when he saw the time, it was already too late. He was so scared. What am I going to do? Anyway, he rushed. He rushed to the king. The king asked him, what happened? You have come again? The Lord himself had become that barber and did everything. The story is there. So many such stories are there, where Bhagavan himself takes up the role. You are doing what you are supposed to do. The purpose of life is to develop this devotion. All the other things, insignificant, I'll take care. That's the meaning. In fact, many times this also happens. When your devotion grows, all your duties and responsibilities also slowly, there is no much duty. He sees to it that there is nothing much. And if at all there is something, he will provide all the means to take care of everything. That is also true. As Ramakrishna Paramsa used to say beautifully well, when the daughter-in-law is pregnant and about to deliver the baby, the mother-in-law slowly reduces the workload of daughter-in-law, so that those days she need not work much. In the same way Bhagavan also does. The whole point is this: bhakti is the most important thing, not karma. Karma is only for developing bhakti. All our duties we are performing, not that we are going to do something for the world, help the world. Keep away all such wrong notion that I can serve the world, help the world. You are performing your duty only to develop devotion for God. So therefore, this is the fourth point. No evil consequences. The one who develops bhakti, even if he gives up swadharma, no problem. There is no evil consequences. Therefore, bhakti has to be practiced. Next verse. Tasyaiva hetof prayateta kovidah na labhyate yad bhramatam tallabhyate dukkhavadanyata sukham kalena sarvatra gabhiraram hasa. One must strive for that which is not available otherwise. This is the point. Tasyeva kovidah prayateta. For that alone a wise man should strive. For what? Na labhyate yad bhramatam upari adha. By wandering in the higher and the lower planes of the world, that which is not available in any higher or lower planes, that which is not available, for only that one must strive to get that. Urushe, what do you mean? Tal labhyate dukkhavad anyatah sukham. Sukham and dukkham, it will come to you unasked. You don't have to strive for sukham. It will come to you. Just like dukkham comes to you unasked. Do you have to work hard for dukkham? Even if you run away, whatever dukkham has to come because of your papa karma of the past, it will chase you and catch you. Sorrows, nobody can escape. So just like sorrows come unasked, joys of life also, because of your punya karma, it will come. You don't have to work for it. Then why should you work? For what should you work? You should work for that which will not come unasked. And what is that? Bhakti is the one. Unless you strive for it, you will not get it. See, whenever you go to some foreign country, what will you bring? You bring something which is not there in your country, isn't it? Will you bring the same thing which is already here? Meaningless. When you all go to India, when you come back, you bring things which is not available here. We generally get all the puja samagris, At cheap rate we get there. And the better things we get there. So many options are there. You see, all nice colorful photos, big photos. We get it from there. Here there is no much choice. And when we are in India, we get things from here which is not available there. Isn't it? I know one person. So this person was bringing a mat. With great difficulty, he had gone to some other place. So he saw a beautiful mat there. That floor mat. Very good quality. So he packed it, and with great difficulty. Transportation was very difficult, and the money also he paid, lot of money. And he was bringing in a train. So the person, the passenger, asked, "What is this and where are you getting it?" and all those things. He said, "Yeah, this I got from here." "Arey Baba, this mat is made in your village." He did not know that mat is actually made in his village and it is exported to some other place. With great difficulty he is bringing that. She felt so ashamed and miserable. Something which is already there. So much of effort, so much of money spent. In the same way, just like dukkham comes to you, sukham also will come to you unasked. You don't have to work for it, it will come. Then what should the life be used for? Use it for something which you will not get if you don't work for it. And what is that? Bhakti. It's a rare thing. Therefore, O Rishi, give importance to bhakti. This is reason number 5. Remember all this, In the end we have to summarize. Next reason. Verse number 19. Na vai jano jatu kathanchana vrajet mukunda sevyanyavadanga samsrutim smaran mukundangri yupaguhanam punaha vihatumichena rasagraho yataha. Once a person tastes the joy of devotion, he is not going to leave it. Navai janaha jatu kathanchana avrajet mukunda sevi anyavat anga samsrutim. A person who is worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord, like others, he will not come back to this samsara. Why? Smaran mukunda angri yupaguhanam punaha vihatumicchet na rasagraha yataha. You see, the joy of devotion is highly fulfilling. This is how devotion helps a person to come out of this samsara. The joy of devotion. Everything we do is for what? For happiness, for joy. Now what happens is, once you are exposed to this higher joy of devotion, every other joy will appear inferior. Slowly, as a person is on this path, So many things starts happening. Number one, the pain of indulgence become more intense than the joy of indulgence. What did I say? Suppose the pain of indulgence is more intense and more long lasting than the joy of indulgence. Will you indulge? No. Second, the joy of devotion is more intense than the joy of indulgence. When these two happens, what will happen? You will drop indulging. This is what is called as rasagraha. Bhakti is addictive. There is an addiction in this path also. There is an intoxication. You get a kick. Just like local alcohol can give you a kick, bhakti also can give you a kick. It is quite strong. But it takes little time, that's all. It will take some time. But it picks up momentum. And the addiction becomes so strong, you can't leave it. The joy of devotion, the joy of meditation, the joy of selfless service, the joy of having a sattvic mind, they're all higher joys. The joy of rajas is greater than joy of tamas. Joy of sattva is greater than joy of rajas and tamas. This is how Bhagavan takes us out of the world. More fulfilling. And once you get the taste of it, you crave for more and more. You become addicted to it. And you are ready to pay any price to get it. And as you practice more, the intensity also goes higher and higher. And then you are ready to pay any price for it. And the greatest price is this. You have to drop the sense objects. You have to withdraw from the world. You have to stop indulging in the outer sense pleasures. This is the price you have to pay. You are ready to pay for it. Because when I go within, there is a deeper sense of satisfaction, fulfillment. So I don't mind giving up the pleasures of the world. This is how progress happens. So Rishi, this bhakti is like that. It is very addictive. Once you taste it, you cannot say, no, I don't want it. No, you can't. You can't. Ramakrishna Paramhansa used to say, once a person gave a little opium to one peacock. Next day, peacock again came. Every time at that right time, the peacock would come. He would just feed that opium. In the same way, there is a spiritual opium that is called as bhakti. Once you get the taste for it, you can't leave it. You become miserable when it is not there. You become like fish out of water. And the greater the devotion, greater you will find miserable. You will find yourself miserable when it is lacking. So it is 100% true. So this is reason number 6. That first exposure, that's all what is needed. That's what Rishi is saying. First you just give him something. Then automatically it will come. So what is the first one? Jnana and karma is effective only with bhakti. What is the second one? It gives peace. Yes, because it gives you that vision of oneness. What is the third one? Yes, it is very easy for the beginners with Bhagavan in the form. Developing love for a Lord with form is very easy. Okay, fourth one. There is absolutely no side effects for bhakti. Even if a person practices bhakti and if he dies also, no bad things are going to happen, because in the next birth he will be born he will be born in a very good family where he can continue his bhakti. He is not going to lose anything. No side effects, no evil consequences. Okay, what is the fifth one? Strive for something. One should make use of this life, trying to get something which is rare and good also. What is beneficial and which is rare, which will not come otherwise. And the sixth one, once you get taste of it, you will never leave it. It is addictive. So therefore, because of all these reasons, O Vyasa Rishi, you must compose a scripture which will bring devotion. And what should be the direction in which the scripture should be written? Next verse. Idam hi vishwam bhagavani vetarah yato jagat sthana nirodha sambhavah tadhi swayam veda bhavans tathapi vai pradesha matram bhavatah pradarshitam. The content of this scripture should be, there is one Lord upon whom the whole world is residing. He is the one, Jagat Sthana Nirodha Sambhavaha. The whole world appears in him, remains in him, and dissolves in him. There is one such entity, who is none other than the self in us. There is a Supreme Lord. You have to hold on to that Lord. All your problems will be solved. Worldly problem as well as spiritual evolution. Everything is taken care by holding on to this God. This should be the direction in which the scripture should be written. So naturally we will love God, we will value God. With whole of our personality, wholeheartedly, then we will give importance to God. So why should I seek God? This question should be answered in that composition. I have my problems. All those problems can be solved beautifully well, most effectively through that God. In this way the whole scripture should move. Oh Vyasa Rishi, I don't have to tell much. You know it. Tadhi swayam veda bhavan sadhapi vai pradesha matram bhavatah pradesha. I have just indicated. You know better. This is all you need to do. And I know you are the right person for this. Why? Next one. Tvamatmanatmanam avehya moghadruk parasya pumsaf paramatmanah kalam ajam prajatam jagata shivayatan mahanubhavabhyudayodiganyata. O Rishi, Tvam atmana atmanam avehi. You know yourself by yourself. You know the glory of the self. I don't have to tell you. Amoghadruk, you are a person with true insight, unfailing insight. Parasya pumsaha paramatmanah kalam. You are the kalavatar of Bhagavan, that Supreme Lord. You are Amshavatar, Kalavatar, manifestation of his part. Ajam, though you are unborn, prajatam jagata shivaya, for the welfare of the world, you have taken this birth, this incarnation. So therefore, mahanubhava abhyudayaha adhiganyatam. Glorify that Lord, his leelas. This is what you have to do. Idam hi pumsastapasashrutasya va swishtasya suktasya cha buddhidattayoh Avichutortha kavibhirniropitah yaduttama shloka gunanuvarnanam. This is the purpose of life. All the sadhanas which you do, this is the purpose. Get attracted to God and then walk the path shown by Him. Glorify Him and then just follow His path. This is the purpose of all sadhanas. What are the sadhanas available here? Idam hi pumsaha tapasaha, austerity. Shrutasya, study of the scriptures. Swishtasya, performing the rituals. Suktasya, chanting stotrams, bhajans, etc. Buddhihi, studying the scriptures like, jnana and all that. Buddhihi, jnana marga. Dattayoho, charity, all charitable act. So the wise people have said all these spiritual sadhanas are only for one thing, developing devotion for God. So therefore, Yukti says that bhakti has to be developed. Yukti means logic. The 6 reasons we have given is logic. Shruti also says, Kavibhihi nirupitah. The scriptures also say bhakti has to be developed. And now Anubhuti. Anubhuti means experience. Now Narada Rishi is giving his own story. Look at me, where I was, and with devotion, what I have become. What is the glory of Naradaji we have seen? What is his glory? Uninterrupted. He can go to any world. He can enter into the hearts of anyone. He can know anything. That is the glory of Narada Rishi. How did he become that? So Narada Rishi says, all because of devotion. Where I was and look where I am. Where was he? He was a child of a servant maid. In fact, a Shudra, low caste. From that stage, now that story is going to come now. Let us start the story anyway. So, Shruti, Yukti over, now it is Anubhuti, experience. My own example, case history. Look at me. Aham puratita bhave bhavam mune dasyastu kasyaschana vedavadinam nirupito balaka eva yoginam shushrushane pravrushi nirvivikshatam. Aham puratita. Pura, atita bhave, pura. Pura means in the previous kalpa. In the previous kalpa, atita bhave, in my previous birth. Hey Mune, I was dasyaha bhavam. I was born to a dasi, a servant maid. Kasyashana, of some Vedavadinam, some community of Vedic ritualists. So there was this community. There was this, people who were doing Vedic rituals in that community. My mother was a servant maid. I was born to this servant maid. And then I was given this responsibility of serving them. I was appointed to attend to their needs. So these Vedic ritualists, these saintly people, they would come during Chaturmasya, the 4 months of rainy season. So they would come and they would camp in my village. So my job was to attend to their needs, to serve them. And what kind of boy I was? Oh, this verse is amazing. Te mayyapetakhila chapalirbhake dante dhruta kridanake nuvartini chakruh krupam yadyapi tulya darshanah shushrushamane munayolpabhashini. What kind of boy I was? I was just a boy of 5 years. That later it comes. 5 years child. But What were my characteristics? Now see, my apeta akhila chapale. At that age of 5 years, now we see all that. 5-year children, what do you expect from them? Boyish playfulness, fickleness, isn't it? I was not like that. Apeta akhila chapale, no fickleness and all. That boyish playfulness was not there in me. Dante, I was self-controlled. Sense organs were dama. Danta means what? Not toothful. There's nothing to do with your tooth. Dante means dama. Dama means what? Control of the sense organs. Dante. Adhrita kridanake. Even when the toys were there, I was not interested in toys. Very difficult at that age. Anuvartini, I was very obedient. Shushrushamane, I used to serve them with all dedication. Alpabhashini, I would never talk too much. So naturally, such a child, who will not love? Very obedient, very silent, very disciplined, not talking too much, sitting quietly in a place, Whenever some work is done, work is asked, he will do it with a lot of dedication, lot of faith. No toys. Krupam Chakru. Those sages who came there, they were so touched by this boy. You see, in presence of Mahatmas, how we should be? Alpabhashini. These are all the virtues which we must cultivate. If we go on talking in front of Mahatmas, what will happen? They will become silent. This talking is an amazing thing, because basically at the seat of meditation also you have to remain in silence only, because you are in the presence of a Mahan Atma. What is consciousness? Bhagavan. So in the outer world, if you train yourself to be silent in the presence of Mahatmas, that itself later on will help you to be silent in the presence of that consciousness. Otherwise, what will you see? You will be chattering. Chattering of the mind at the seat of meditation. What are you doing? You are disrespecting the presence of God. Are you able to understand what I am saying? A chattering mind is disrespectful. To whom? To that presence. There is this Bhagavan trying to communicate something with you, but you are full of yourself. You are full of your likes and dislikes. You are full of noise. How will you get connected to Him then? So whatever outer disciplines are there, these outer disciplines are directly or indirectly connected to the highest meditation. Learn to remain silent in the presence of wise people. Then a time will come you will be able to remain silent in the presence of the Lord, which is the ultimate silence. Chattering of the mind in meditation means, oh God, you remain quiet, I know better. You may not. I know better. Anyway, what is your use? You are akarta abhokta. You just keep on looking. You never help me. I only have to do everything. I only have to plan and execute. You just sit and look, even when I am suffering. So chattering is an indication of ignorance. Anyway, the point here is Alpa Bhashini. That boy, he sat, he used to sit in the presence, he would never talk, he would only. And this way he just earned their love and affection. You see, we generally say, oh, God's grace is not there, that's why I am like this. Guru's grace is not there. Guru's grace, God's grace comes this way. Your behavior should be such that grace just descends. So actually that grace is also associated with our own purity of mind only. No, Swamiji, my mind is pure, but grace is not there. That's why I am stuck. Foolish logic. You purify your mind, grace will come. We'll stop here. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi